pages in our reader's notebook. 100, 101, and 112. So let's have a look at those pages. Okay, so all about commas in a series. Write each sentence correctly and add commas where they are needed. Who can please draw the commas in? Can you do number 1, Kaki? Good, lovely work, Kaki. Jamal, Tina, and Ed want to write their own folk tales. Number 2, Boo, can you show me where the commas should go? Good job, well done, Boo. Their class is having a contest for plays, poems, and folk tales. Number 3, can you please fix that one for me, Cherry? Lovely. So now this says the friends read stories on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Number 4, Fred, can you please fix that for me?
Jamo, read
Red.
folk tales about crows,
Crows.
Fish, and cats.
Okay, so you can't draw on my screen, so I'll do that for you. Crows, fish, and cats. Good job, Fred. Well done. Oh, you can draw on my screen. Okay, number 5. Can you please do number 5 for me? Jenny.
Tina likes the folk tale of England, Spain, and Mexico.
Lovely. Good girl, Jenny. Well done. Number 6, Stella.
Folk tales can take place in desert, jungle, and city.
Lovely. Good girl, Stella. Folk tales can take place in deserts, jungles, and cities. Lovely work, guys. Okay, on to our next one. So here we have the same concept. So we have to write each sentence correctly, add commas where they are needed. If no commas are needed, write no commas on the line. Let's have a look. Okay, number 1. Katie, can you draw on my screen and fix that for me?
I plan, write, and correct my folk tale.
Good job. Well done, Katie. Number 2, Sup, can you draw on my screen and fix that one for me? Good job. Well done. So now it says the animals in my story walk, talk, and snore. Lovely. Number 3, Nuna, can you fix that one for me, please? Good job. Well done, Nuna. My friends listened, laughed, and clapped as I read my story. Good job. Number 4, what do we think about that one, Mooney?
No comments.
Good girl. Well done. This one is all correct. I'm just going to give it a quick tick there. Okay, number 5. Fanchi, can you do that one for me, please? Good girl. The frog danced, jumped, and ran away from the snake. Well done, Banshee. Good job, guys. Okay, last page of our homework. Have a look. Combine 3 short, choppy sentences by joining nouns or verbs in a series. Write the new sentence on the line. Nancy, what do you think?
The crows in the story walked, laughed, and talked.
Good job. Well done. The crows in the story walked, laughed, and talked. Lovely, Nancy. Okay, next. Simon.
Clara told Raman in Ed, and Lisa about the crows.
Very good. Well done, Simon. Carla told Ramon, Ed, and Lisa about the crows. Number 3, Dami.
The crows perch on branches, wires, and rooftops.
Very good. Well done. So we would put our commas in like this. The crows perched on branches, wires, and rooftops. Well done, Dami. Last one, Zweeming, give me one sentence.
The Ramon played, laughed, and sang with the birds.
Amazing. Good job. Ramon played, laughed, and sang with the birds. Good job, Zweeming. Okay, guys, really good job on your homeworks. Lovely, lovely, lovely work. Okay, let's get back to our lesson. So today is a writing lesson. Woohoo! Today we're looking at response paragraphs. A response paragraph is a paragraph where you show your opinion or you answer a question based on a book or a story that you have read. Have a look, guys. Fact versus opinion. So, a fact is something that can be proven true. For example, a dog has 4 legs. A dog is a type of animal and it usually has 4 legs, unless it's been in an accident and had to have one removed. But in general, dogs have 4 legs. We can prove this to be true by looking at a dog and saying 1, 2, 3, 4. We can count the legs. Okay, so an opinion is the opposite of a fact. An opinion is just something that you think, that you feel, or you believe. Not everyone will have the same opinion, and an opinion cannot be proven to be true. For example, here is an opinion. It says, cats are cuter than dogs. Now, click the raise your hand button if you agree with this opinion. Okay, click the raise your hand button if you think dogs are cuter than cats. Quite a lot of people. So, actually, more people disagree with this opinion. So, guys, as you can tell, everyone has a different opinion, and not all opinions are always going to be the same. So, your opinion can never be proven true. However, when you are giving your opinion, it's always good to give reasons and details, not to prove your opinion is true, but to try to get someone else to understand why that is your opinion. Let's have a little go at this. So let's have a look at these hands are up. Dami, can you give me a reason as to why you believe that dogs are cuter than cats?
Dogs are cuter than cats because they are not lazy like cats.
Yeah, very good. I would definitely agree with that. Sometimes, if you have a cat and you come home from school, you might be excited to pet your cat, but your cat might just open its eyes and look at you and then go back to sleep. Whereas if you come home from school with a dog, usually a dog will be super excited to greet you, and this can be cuter in some people's opinions. Very good. Well done. Okay, Nancy, you raised your hand to say that cats are cuter than dogs. Nancy, can you give me a reason why you think that?
I actually got 3 reasons why cats are cuter.
Okay, fabulous.
First of all, cats clean themselves, so we have to bath them less for some people that have a lot of work. Secondly, cats are very quiet, so that makes doing homework very easy. And even though cats don't greet you at the door, they're clean because where they poop anywhere, and then they cover the hole with something else so that it'll be cleaner. Like
Very
if it
good.
poops in a fireplace, it'll cover it with coal. And if you buy a sandbox for it, it can poop on in that and put the sand over, and then you can use it for fertilizer.
Absolutely. Good job, Nancy. Wow. 3 amazing reasons why Nancy just told me that she thinks cats are better than dogs. And I have to admit, I agree with all of her points. So, as you can see, when you give your opinion, no one can tell you that you are wrong. You are never, ever, ever, ever wrong when you have your own opinion. But to solidify your opinion and make others understand it, you must give reasons and examples to support your ideas. Let's have a look at our writer's checklist. What is it that makes a great response paragraph? Okay, guys, so to make a great response paragraph, we need an opening that refers to the prompt or answers the question from the prompt and clearly states your opinion. We need reasons and details that support your opinion. We use linking words and phrases to connect the opinion and the reasons, and the ending retells the opinion in a different way, or it makes one last final comment. Have a look here. Lily planted strawberries on the land that Uncle Amos gave her. What would you plant if you had your own piece of land? So, what we have to do here, or what this author had to do, was they had to answer this question and give their opinion. Ryan, read this whole paragraph, please.
If I had my own piece of land, I would plant as many raspberry bushes as possible. There are many reasons for this. First, I think raspberries are delicious. Second, you can make all sorts of things with raspberries. For example, you can make raspberry jam, raspberry
Sorbet.
sorbet, and raspberry tarts. I even sprinkle the fruit on my cereal in the morning. Finally, they're good for you because they contain lots of vitamin B and vitamin C. Because raspberries be combine great taste with good nutrition. They are my top choice to grow if I owned my own land.
Lovely reading. Good job, Ryan. Okay, guys, click the raise your hand button if you think this is a great response paragraph. Everyone's pretty much putting up their hands. Good job. Okay, guys, I would agree. This response paragraph is great. It's got everything that we want. It has an opening that refers to the prompt and expresses an opinion. It says, if I had my own piece of land, I would plant as many raspberry bushes as possible. It's answering the prompt, what would you plant? And it's letting me know they're going to, or they would want to plant raspberry bushes. Does this author give reasons and details to support their opinion of wanting a raspberry bush? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 They give me a lot of reasons and some really good details. Can you give me one reason, please? Katie.
First, I think raspberries are delicious.
Good job. So their first reason is that raspberries are delicious. Amazing. Kaki, what's another reason that they have?
Second, you can make all sorts of things with raspberries.
Good job. Yeah, so that's their reason. Their second reason is that you can make all sorts of things with raspberries. Then they give details about what you can make with raspberries. What are the details that they give?
For example, you can make raspberry jam, raspberry sorbet, and raspberry tarts.
Very good. Well done. So they give me lots of details and examples of what you can make. They say you can make all sorts of things with raspberries: jam, sorbet, tarts. You can even sprinkle the fruit on your cereal. So they give me 4 examples of what you can do. Then they give me their final reason. Finally, they are good for you because they contain lots of vitamin B and vitamin C. So that's their third and final reason. They then give a really good ending. Their ending supports and kind of reiterates everything that they've already said. It says, raspberries combine great taste with good nutrition, and that's why they're my top choice. So instead of just repeating themselves, they've used different words. They're combining great taste and good nutrition, and that's why they would choose raspberries. So this is a 6 out of 6 paragraph, in my opinion. It's got everything that I would have wanted. It's got an opening that tells the opinion and answers the prompt. It's got details and reasons that support the opinion. It has linking words like first, second, for example, and finally that connect the reasons to the opinion. And it has a great conclusion that summarizes what they've said and retells the opinion in a different way. Have a look at this one. Now, this one is not labeled for us. So I want to read this paragraph and I want to see if we think this one is as good as the first one that we read. Then I want you guys to help me label the opening, the reasons, the details and examples, and the conclusion. Who thinks they can read this whole paragraph for me? Kuhn, I haven't heard from you today. Go ahead, Kuhn.
I would plant apple tree if I had a piece of land.
Piece
Of land. Have you ever heard of the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? That saying started because apples are full of vitamins that help keep you healthy and strong. So if an apple a day can keep me healthy, I will eat at least one a day. In addition, Chris and Todd's apple make the perfect snack before or after dinner. For example, an apple before dinner helps fill you up just enough until it's time to eat. If I had to choose one thing to plant, apple tree would be my top choice.
Lovely reading. Thanks, Kuhn. Okay, guys, so what do we think about this paragraph? Click the raise your hand button if you think this is a great response paragraph. Ooh, no one's raising their hand. Click the raise your hand button if you think it's an okay response paragraph. Okay, so I think the general consensus of the class is that it's okay. It's so. Fred, why do you think this paragraph is just okay? How could it be better?
It could be better by having more linking words.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. You guys know I'm an adjective monster. I'm also a linking word monster. And yes, I don't think it has as many linking words as we could have. Where could we have some more linking words? Okay, Katie, go ahead. Where could we add one in?
I would plant apple trees if I had a piece of land. For example, have you ever heard of the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away?
Good job. So, because this isn't quite an example of this, but you could have, I would plant apple trees if I had a piece of land because apples are so healthy. For example, have you heard of the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? This is an example of how apples are healthy. So, we'd have to put a sentence in here explaining that apples are healthy before we would give this as an example. Good girl. Okay, guys. So, who can help me? Who can help me label this paragraph? Where is the opening that refers to the prompt or answers the question? Ruby, can you please underline the opening? Good job. Well done, Ruby. So from I would plant apple trees if I had a piece of land. So this sentence is my opening. It answers the question. I would plant apple trees and it gives my opinion. Apple trees obviously are my choice here. Good job. Okay, can you please help me underline some reasons and some details in this paragraph? Cherry. Okay, good job. So this is more of a detail or an example. If an apple a day can keep me healthy, I would eat at least one a day. Good job. So this is a detail and it's supporting that apples are full of vitamins. So their first reason is that apples are full of vitamins and that keeps you healthy and strong. Then they go on to give me a bit of extra details. So they say, so if an apple a day can keep me healthy, I would eat at least one a day. Absolutely. So here's one reason and here's one detail. Good job. Okay, who can find another reason why they are choosing to plant apple trees? Okay, Nancy, go ahead.
It is, in addition, crisp and tart apples make the perfect snack before or after dinner.
Good job. My second reason is that crisp and tart apples make the perfect snack before or after dinner. They then go on to give some details or some examples to support this reason. For example, an apple before dinner helps you fill up just enough until it's time to eat. Amazing. Good job, Nancy. Well done. Okay. Now, has this author used linking words at all? Are there any linking words in this passage? If so, who can find them and circle the linking words and linking phrases? Vanchi. Who thinks they can help Vanchi find the last one? There's one more. Okay, go ahead, Mooney. Good girl, well done. In addition, so we've got so, in addition, and for example. Here are our linking words and phrases. Good job. Okay, last one. Can you please help me find the conclusion, Zweeming?
The conclusion is, if I had to choose one thing to plant, apple trees would be my top choice.
Good job. Well done. So that's my conclusion. They retell their opinion in a different way. Good job, guys. Okay, so our response paragraph is an author's answer to a question or prompt. Good writers use reasons, details, and quotes to support their opinion. They leave out unimportant or unrelated details. Have a look. Parts of a response paragraph. A topic sentence that uses words from the prompt, details and examples that explain the writer's ideas, and quotation marks that go around a speaker's exact words. This is our prompt for today. In the harvest birds, why did Juan have a good harvest in the end? This is your opinion. You're going to explain to me why you think he had a good harvest at the end of the story. Have a look at the last page. How did you do it? They all wanted to know. Juan smiled and answered, I did it with the help of my friends, the Zanates, the harvest birds. I learned to listen to the voice of nature. Work for me, Juan, everyone shouted. Teach me your secrets. No, answered the old man. Juan works for no one now because I am going to give him the land that he harvested. So, in the end, Juan had a huge harvest. Have a look at this picture. He's standing there, all very happy with this giant harvest of corn and squashes, lots of other vegetables. So, when you are writing your response paragraph tonight, I want you to think about breaking it down. Break it down into 3 pieces. Your introduction. Your introduction should have some signal words like I firmly believe, I strongly believe, in my opinion, from my point of view, there is no doubt that. Have a look here. In the harvest birds, I think that Juan had a good harvest because. In the harvest birds, I believe that Juan had a good harvest because. From my point of view, Juan from the harvest birds successfully completed a harvest because. Please make sure that you answer the prompt. Your first sentence should state the book that you've read in the harvest birds. Then you should give me an opinion phrase. I believe that. And then you should answer the question. Juan had a good harvest because blah, blah, blah. Let's have a look. Now it's time to support your opinion with reasons and examples from the text. Here, we're going to use transition and linking words to connect our ideas. We can use words like first, second, third, next, besides, further, moreover, finally, and furthermore. So this is just my first point in my response paragraph. At first, so I've used some linking words here. At first, Juan did not get any land from his father. Then he asked to get land from Don Tobias. So I'm giving a little bit of the background story because I want to explain that this shows he didn't give up on his dream. So I'm letting the reader know what happened very briefly in the story. I'm saying he didn't get land and he asked Don Tobias for land. And even though he was laughed at, he didn't give up. He then went begging for a chance. And this shows to me that Juan didn't give up on his dream. And this is one of the reasons that I believe Juan had a really good harvest. When you are finished with all of your reasons, you're going to move on to your conclusion. In your conclusion, you can have to conclude, for the reasons above, to sum up, without a doubt, and to summarize. In your conclusion, you are going to summarize your opinion, but you're not going to say the same thing. So, for example, if it's in your opinion that Juan had a good harvest because he was a hard worker, you're not going to say, to conclude, Juan had a good harvest because he was a hard worker, because you've already said that. Instead, you might say something like, to conclude, I believe Juan had a great harvest because he never gave up working. So I'm saying the same thing, but wording it differently. Have a look here, guys. This is my example answer. So we're not allowed to copy this, but this is my example answer for my response paragraph. Here we go. I think that Juan had a good harvest because he worked hard and never gave up. At first, Juan did not get any land from his father. Then, when he asked to borrow land from Don Tobias, Don laughed at him, but he didn't give up. Instead, he begged Grandpa Chon for a chance. In the story, Juan says, "Let me prove to you that I can be a good farmer and make things grow." This shows that despite facing problems, Juan didn't give up on his dream. Additionally, Juan didn't listen to the townspeople when they told him to give up. Also, he ignored other farmers when they made fun of him for keeping his weeds. This shows that he was determined to keep going, even when he was being made fun of. For the above reasons, I believe that Juan's hard work and determination made him produce a good harvest. This paragraph answers the prompt. It gives my opinion. It gives 2 reasons to explain why I have that opinion, and then it gives details to support those reasons. I finish it off by giving my conclusion, which summarizes my opinion in a different way. This is what I'm asking you guys to do tonight for homework. So your homework for today is write a response paragraph to answer the question, in the harvest birds, why did Juan have a good harvest in the end? Make sure you look at this writer's checklist. When you're doing your homework, check it off. Do I have an opening? Yes. Do I have reasons and details? Yes. Do I have linking words and phrases? Yes. And do I have an ending? Yes. Make sure you use that checklist to help you write your homework tonight. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.